Hey Riley, we got a question from Ash.
Yo.
He's asking, how are you finding general living with the whole new COVID going down?
Yeah, so shout out Ash from London. He saw my RAWAI review video and then hit me up on Instagram. By the way, real quick, another guy from London who just arrived, the man behind the camera, young Bam. Can we see you in the window?
Yep.
Bam is my new first time camera guy for Living That Life LLC. So huge milestone going on, very exciting. Finally, this has been my dream to hire a camera guy. Yeah, so basically what I told Ash Instagram was, my life is totally normal here in Phuket. I don't wear a mask day to day. Basically nightlife has been open until 11 or midnight for the past several months. After that, 1 or 2 actual late night clubs that are open until like 2 or 3 a.m. And then what most people do is just after party life. So villa after parties, plenty going on. We happen to just rent this epic villa that we're at right now. So yeah, we've been having after parties here a lot because of COVID, and we have a bunch of friends here and people need a place to after party. And plus we know lots of other e-commerce guys, friends that have villas here. So doing after parties there. There's also been a lot of boat parties going on. Pretty much every single weekend there's at least a boat party promotion. So like all of the club promoters from Illusion and all these clubs, they're like, how do we monetize during COVID? And so they can throw boat parties on these catamarans and these huge party boats. And I have a bunch of footage from my phone you can put on there, Bam. So it's boat party life, it's nightlife as usual up until 11 or 12 at beach clubs. Patong, Bangalore Road has been open for like a month plus now. Pretty much all open up until 11 or 12, and you can either go to the couple late night places, which if you go, this place is called, what's it called, Bay Hill in Patong, packed. We went last Wednesday, absolutely packed party going on. So Thailand is open, come down, life is good. That's what I told him. Like, and even my good boy Evan, who's been my most frequent podcast guest, you guys know him, Evan Teague. He messaged me the other day like, yo, what's the situation? I don't want to jump through 500 hoops to come to Thailand. I'm like, bro, 500 hoops? Like, what do you think you need to like submit your resume and do an interview to get accepted to visit Thailand? No. It's not like that. You just basically have to not have COVID. All right, so they do require a vaccination card if you want to do the Phuket Sandbox or the Bangkok Test and Go, which is now active. You arrive in Thailand, you test negative, and you're good free to travel the country. Or you can come to Phuket and you test negative on day 1, then you're free to roam all around Phuket, do whatever the heck you want, and then again test negative on day 5, and then you're free to travel around the country. So that's called the Sandbox. It's not a quarantine. Like at the hotel, there's no quarantine going on. So that's basically the situation. Yeah, life is good. Gyms are open. I've been doing Muay Thai every week, CrossFit every week. Everything is open. And this past month, RAWAI has been blowing up. Danny just came up today. He's like, dude, that's the most traffic I've ever seen. So RAWAI, Phuket, people are flooding in. So get your butt down here. Literally, my mom and Parker's mom just arrived a couple days ago. So now they're visiting for a few weeks. And everything is open. Everything is lovely. Wouldn't you say, Bam? It's, yeah.
Riley, what's the update?
Okay, update. The weekend had passed since we just filmed that whole thing. Turns out one of the biggest clubs in Phuket in Patong Beach has opened, and we just shut that fucking shit down. Bam. Show them a little highlight of that.
Looks like there's rain up ahead, like there's a crack in the heavens. Feels like my day could be turning, like I can tell that my luck's gonna change. If you can see me now,
yeah, I mean, humongous club. So that club is called the Empire. It's like the after club in the back of Illusion, which is the biggest club in Thailand. Illusion is not quite open yet, but I can think it will be soon. So that just opened. It's open until 2 or 3 a.m. For the first time just this past weekend. And then also what I forgot to mention on the video is, you guys can be in the video. This is Parker's mom. This is my mom. They're out here. You're gonna be seeing a lot of them on the weekends. So,
cheers.
yeah, cheers. Just wine and beer. But yeah, we're gonna take off to the islands soon. And then fucking Baba didn't even mention the 3-day mini music festival that we did the weekend prior at this beach resort called Baba Beach Club Resort. Definitely check it out. And I already made an Instagram reel highlight of that, so you guys can see that.
La puya que tú tiras, mi loco me causa risa. Aprende a ociar, ven, que tengo los trucos. Además me busco, entonces yo más me luco. Ustedes se buscaran, pero se pasan de bruto. Los míos por segundo, no los quiero minutos. Y dame chapa, maldita. Ella se pone loca cuando suena la pita. Se pasa de chivirica. Y el culo suena plapa, la shorty de revista. Dame chapa, maldita. Ella se pone loca cuando suena la pita. Se pasa de chivirica. Y el culo suena plapa, la shorty de revista. Aquí somos calle, cuida como te inventas. Gato en zapatilla, lo que tú pagas de renta. Estamos melanteo con música violenta. Casi somos de calle.
Pretty much that's the update. Things are on and popping, and so that's a quick update. See you guys in the next video. Yeah, and so let's go inside to give you guys a little bit of a shot of the villa. But in terms of like how much I spend in Phuket, so traditionally in Thailand, like for my first 6 years out here, I've been spending anywhere in Southeast Asia pretty much around 3 to 4K US a month, and typically spend around 1K of that on accommodation. Typically I'll just have like a condo in Bangkok, spend like 1 or 1.5K on a nice condo, or split a villa with some friends, some other digital nomad e-commerce guys, spend around 1K, 1.5, maybe 2K for a room in a villa. Obviously it depends how massive the villa is. So that's my traditional, that's what I say in all my review videos, is that's how I typically spend in Bangkok or Phuket or Bali or Saigon. That's my typical Southeast Asia for the life that you've been seeing. The coolest part about Southeast Asia though, is you can live around 1,000 to 1.5K a month if you want. That's the cool thing about Southeast Asia. You can live like a local. You can get a basic room, basic accommodation for like 300 bucks a month. Just don't party much on weekends, eat like a local, and you can do that. Plenty of videos on living under $1,000 a month, such as Chris the Freelancer is a viral one, got over 1 million views, called Living Under $600 a Month in Chiang Mai. You can do it in Chiang Mai, you can do it in Phuket, you can do it in Bangkok. However, obviously I don't recommend that because you're not gonna be having all the fun. So I tell people on Instagram, like, I wouldn't recommend less than 2K a month budget if you wanna be able to do all the things that you want. Now I live in this epic villa. This is the highest viewpoint villa we could find on Airbnb in all of RAWAI. So we found it and we're like, all right, we fucking have to get this. The most epic view, Thai style. We did a whole Airbnb tour. You can check it out. This, we're paying around 7.5, 8K US a month. It is a 4-bedroom. And so it's more than I typically have paid. But basically the story is, last year my income doubled, basically. My agency doubled in size, and so the lifestyle can now double in size. I can hire a filmmaker. Yeah, that's basically my story. So we just leveled up about goddamn time. So let's see, between 4 people. So I spend like, after electricity, which is like 1,000, 1.5 a month, I'm spending like probably 3K a month on accommodation now. And then total, honestly, I don't even know, but it's definitely more than 4K, probably closer to the 5, 6, 7K a month now for a few reasons. It's because we've been partying a lot. The biggest part of that is throwing house parties. So if you see my Instagram stories, for the past few months, because we have this villa, as I mentioned, we've been throwing lots of house parties. And in our spot in Bangkok, we've been throwing lots of house parties. So we spent over 10K a month just on house parties, on booze, on hiring bartenders for the house parties, paying for DJs to come to our house parties. I actually just started DJing 2 weeks ago, so now I'm DJing my own house parties, but we know so many DJ friends, we just bring them over to DJ. Also, we hired our first ever personal assistant. So some Thai girl that we met, she was a personal assistant for an executive, but in between jobs, and now she's our personal assistant. So another bucket list thing that's checked off. And so we pay her around like $1,000 a month. And so overall story is like, if you have a big budget of 5 to 10K a month, you can live in an epic villa. Obviously gym memberships, like for the best gyms out here, like you're looking at like $200 a month for the best gym. The best one in Phuket in terms of state-of-the-art equipment is Stay Fitness. That's where Bam is staying right now. It's like a fitness resort. And then a motorbike, you're looking at like $100 to $200 a month, depending on how big of the one you want to get. But the two main biggest things is how you eat and how you party. So do you want to get like super nice steak dinners and Western food every night, or do you want to eat like a local? Do you want to just have a beer on the beach, or do you want to be popping bottles in the VIP every weekend? And that's basically what we do. So we blow, if you want to get like a VIP table with the popular beach clubs like Cafe Del Mar, Kudo, or Catch Beach Club, you're looking at like maybe $300, $400, $500 for a table, you know, that's like 5 to 10 people or whatever. And so we're basically doing that every weekend, and we might do that at 2 different places at one night. So yeah, we're just living the life we dreamed, you know, finally leveling up. That's what everyone wants to do. And so everyone's business is up. And I'm not even talking about crypto stuff in terms of like just our marketing agency like doubled in size last year. So that's the vibe out here in Phuket. It's amazing. And then also we got a 10K a month spot in Bangkok. So as you know, I've spent the most of the last 4 years in Bangkok, and it was kind of the dream to be back and forth between Bangkok and Phuket. You have the best of both worlds. You have the tropical paradise and you have the tropical metropolis paradise of Bangkok. So we were looking there for condos, and we found this fucking epic penthouse, dude. It's not normally available. We got there right at the perfect time, and we're like, we fucking have to do it. And so we got a lease there, we have a lease here. Now we're back and forth whenever we want, and just, this was our fucking dream. Just whenever we feel like going to Bangkok, we're there. Whenever we feel like here, we're there. You know, if we have friends that are here or there, you know, they can crash at our place. When people are visiting, they can crash with us. It's worth noting, okay, this place, we're paying like 8K a month, but that's big COVID discount, and that's with a long-term lease. Normally, this place, with a long-term lease, 6 months at least, let's say, is like $15,000 to $20,000 a month in like normal non-COVID times. And if you were to rent this place just nightly on Airbnbs, like $1,000 a night. Pretty similar pricing to the penthouse in Bangkok, which you'll see some B-roll of it, and we'll do a full Airbnb tours of the epic penthouse in Bangkok. But yeah, there's your extended answer, Ash. Life is good. Things are moving in the right direction. I mean, I've been having the most fun past like 4 months that I've ever had in my life, and it's all during this COVID time. So people are partying, people are getting after it, playing sports, everything's pretty normal. If you're stopping through Bangkok, quick note on Bangkok, same thing, everything is open. I'm doing Muay Thai twice a week. Everything is open. Nightlife closes at 11 or 12, and of course it's Bangkok. There are a few secret places that are open until like 2 or 3. One of them is on Khao San Road. Khao San Road is on and popping with people. Obviously, it's not regular packed, but still packed with a lot of people, guys. And the only thing different about Bangkok is people wear masks in public, whereas down here in the islands, people don't wear a mask in public. You only gotta wear a mask like when you walk into a pharmacy or a 7-Eleven or something like that. Otherwise, I do not put a mask on. So other update is, so Bam is basically first full-time member of my team. He's helping me with a new free ebook. Basically, I'm getting my shit together for you guys for people such as, well, Ash actually already has a remote business, but for people who don't have one and they want to work remote, want to figure out how to, stay out here long term, be a digital nomad, location independent, is my free new ebook, The Roadmap to Freedom. So it's like kind of an overview of the digital nomad roadmap, which I did a video on recently. You can check that out. That's getting a lot of views and comments. And so it's basically overviewing like kind of all the business models that I do and my friends do to make money online / work remotely for a company or be a freelancer, kind of the different things that they do, so you can kind of see what different people are doing and decide kind of what you might want to do. Link for that will be in the description. Oh yeah, plus all of my kind of travel and living abroad kind of hacks and tips and wisdom and stuff with like visa and kind of some of the basics in that free ebook there. Then also check out the interview with my boy Marcus, who you might have saw. I met him in Chiang Mai years ago. He was actually a subscriber, came out to Chiang Mai, got my Amazon course like 4 years ago, and now he is a full-time remote phone closer for influencers, agencies, and online schools. And he is crushing it, making well over 20K a month. Now he has his little agency helping other people find those same remote closing gigs, and so they can work from basically from their phone or computer, taking inbound leads for influencers, online coaches, online schools, and marketing agencies, taking Zoom calls with them, helping them basically sign up and then closing them either on the phone, getting them to sign up on the Zoom call, or just following up with them on email to get them to sign up. And then he earns like a 10, 15, or 20% commission on these like 5K, 10K programs. And he's taking several calls a day. And he's really crushing it with that. 3 of my subscribers so far, including Jay, who is coming over tomorrow actually, he's in Phuket, he's gonna come here tomorrow, already started doing this with Marcus, and they're already making full-time remote. So that's a really new, exciting kind of business model that I haven't talked about a lot, that especially if you're someone like me who has a background in corporate sales. Like I did door-to-door sales. If you have any sort of like sales experience, if you're a good communicator, you're gonna crush it. Oh yeah, and one of my good high school friends signed up with Marcus and is doing it. So I think honestly, if you're a good communicator, it's one of the quickest, easiest ways you can start to earn remotely. And so if you want to travel full-time, be out here full-time, that's a very exciting thing, and there's information about it in the ebook. Let's wrap this one up. Lots of sick content coming. Shout out to Jabril, obviously, for inspiring this whole fucking channel 8 years ago, and also for hiring Ant, and for Ant sharing my job post on Instagram. So Bam behind the camera is friends with Anthony, the filmmaker from Passport Heavy. I said, yo, do you know any filmmakers? Connected me with Bam. Boom, 1 month later, he's behind my camera right now. So yeah, and so big things coming. This is like our fucking first video shooting today and yesterday. But yeah, put your comments in the fucking comments or Instagram or whatever, and we'll do these little Q&A type sessions. We're gonna be experimenting with lots of different types of content. Like, let me know what type of content you want to see. It's just gonna be a big experiment over the next couple months, and then we'll fucking take it to the next level. That's it. That's a wrap. Anything else, Bam, or is that good? We good. Living that life, baby.